And so I'd like to welcome leaders, peers, colleagues, mentors, coaches, whoever you may be. Welcome to another great school year.
There are so few schools that are as flexible and open to different situations as Minnesota Virtual High School, and so being able to provide that opportunity for students is something that's so valuable.
I go to Minnesota Virtual High School because I travel for hockey and I don't have time for public school. The schedule's kind of crazy because we have practice in the morning and we have games on weekend, and I wouldn't be able to attend public school while playing juniors.
So online school was a great way for him to follow his dreams and be able to do what he wanted to do and he needed to do. And so we've been really pleased with Minnesota Virtual Schools because he can still do what he loves to do and follow his dreams while still getting his education done.
One of the things that I like as a teacher here is that I get the same flexibility that my students are also able to have.
Some of the other things I like is that we can individualize the learning experience for kids. Not perfectly all the time, but a lot more flexibility than most schools have.
It's been a lot more successful at what I can see that kids are learning rather than the pre-packaged stuff that gets kind of dull sometimes.
It's what works best for the student, and I think that makes us different than a lot of other schools.
We take sort of an innovative approach to learning and really looking for opportunities to challenge ourselves and really invest in students and alternative and different ways to reach students that maybe aren't being reached by traditional education.
So I feel like they know him personally, where he's not just a number like at a traditional public, seat-based school. I think he got a little bit lost in ninth grade, in his traditional school, and it was hard to have those bonds when you've got hundreds of kids, that you see on a daily basis. So
it was a pretty big school. It was easy to get lost in. It was kind of like you're a small fish in a big pond, and with Minnesota Virtual High School, you're kind of like a big fish in a really small pond. I feel like everybody has that same feeling.
That we get to meet students where they're at. We get to work one-on-one with them as they try to solve a problem, if they're not sure how to proceed, and we can give them that personalized attention.
Minnesota Connections Academy is a really great school. It's very advanced and there's many learning options. They make sure that you get the best learning possible for yourself, and the teachers are really nice and they make sure you really understand the subjects and everything, and if you don't, then they will go out of their way to explain everything, make sure you get it, do some examples.
I like working at Pease Academy because we're unique. We're also a high school, so we have a particular population. They've been through a lot and they have that shared kind of experience, and we're skilled in helping support and guide them, not just through their recovery, but sometimes the underlying trauma. So to see them succeed, to see them break through, to heal old wounds, and then take on leadership roles as new students join us all year long, and they come in kind of frayed on the edges and kind of help guide them through to get to a place of stability.
This is I'm going into my 11th year here, and one thing I like about MTS High School is that of the small school, the family-oriented style of the school, which I think helps young people, focus on education better. Small class sizes, and the fact that teachers know the students' names. We're not so big that students fall in the cracks, and we can focus on student needs. And I think that's that's the biggest asset here at the high school.
We are family. It might sound like a cliche, family, but if you ever see students and teachers interact, you can see that relationship is very deep.
If you're an upcoming freshman, I say the JMTC is a good fit, because it helps you really in your first year, because you kind of build a relationship with everybody, and so it makes you more comfortable and it's easier to learn.
Really, a couple of the teachers have even attended his games, so there's a ton of support for Logan and the kids at Minnesota Virtual Schools. They come out, they want to hear how the games went, they want to hear how his hockey career is doing, and so that's really the difference I found between public seat-based schools and online school, is that he has a much closer relationship with the teachers, even though they're not together every day face to face.
I am just over the moon happy with what I've seen as far as growth in our institution. I feel like we have come a really long way toward restorative practices, and now working with trauma informed and all of those pieces that are really important for kids, and that kids need to feel safe and good at school.
If you're looking for a good school, if you're looking for a safe school, a school that the teachers know your students' names, they're interested in your students' success, I think MTS High School and the General Colin Powell Leadership Academy is a school for you.
Work with individuals and families when they come in and need something of us that they haven't been getting from the other schools. We try to ask ourselves if there's any way we can do something to give those kids an opportunity to succeed. That's what we try to do. So yeah, I mean, I think that's our goal, and everything we do is to really ask ourselves if there's a way we can try to say yes to things that other schools have said no to or haven't been able to do, then we feel like that's the niche that we're trying to serve.
I enjoy working at Pease because of the student body that we have the opportunity to serve. Pease itself has been around for a long time, but I feel like the teens and young adults that suffer with substance use disorder are finally coming to light, and to be part of a team that serves them at Pease Academy is an absolute honor.
The students are phenomenal. They're the most creative, resilient, funny, unpredictable, loving group of students that I've ever gotten to work with. I always knew I wanted to work with students who had been given up on and forgotten by traditional districts, and Minnesota Transitions Charter School and Pease Academy, I think, fills that need for students across the board.
Also getting to watch my peers and my colleagues bring their heart and their specialties every single day is extremely inspiring. My director specifically, like the amount of work that he puts in, it's a beautiful thing, and Pease wouldn't be here without him.
banaadir south wuxuu ka mid yahay iskuulada aadka u wanaagsan oo waxbarashada iyo akhlaaqda ka shaqeeya, marka ku soo dhawaada banaadir south. Waa mahadsantihiin.
It's a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot, and I really enjoy what I do.
And I just see outstanding changes from year to year, and I'm looking for bigger and better things out of both programs.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I like Banner South because of my teachers, my classmates, math, and gym. Hi, I'm Sanya, and I like Banner South because of my teachers, my friends, the field trips, and student council. Hi, my name is Hanan, and I like Banner South because my teachers, my classmates, and I'm excited for the new classrooms and the new field trips and the new playground.
Every day I come in happy to be in the program, and every couple or so days we get to do sporting events, group events, etc. And in the year we get to go to activities like JCLC.
They adapt really well to your learning and your abilities, and they can either make you more advanced or they can slow it down for you, explain it more, and just the teachers are really helpful with that too. The lessons, they're really self-explanatory, and the teachers make sure that you feel comfortable enough not to be embarrassed if you do need to talk something over, and they're really helpful.
I'm going into my 4th year being in the JRTC program. I'm going to be a senior this year, And some of the things that I like about the JROTC program is the 7 core values that they teach you that I feel will prepare you for college and life after high school.
I'm gonna be a senior. That works. I'm gonna be a senior.
Yeah, he graduates next year, and then, you know, he can go wherever he wants to go after that. But Minnesota Virtual Schools really helped facilitate him to be able to play hockey and get to the next level in his career.
At graduation, the parents and the grandparents are always crying. They didn't just believe that their son or daughter wouldn't make it to high school graduation. They were scared that their son or daughter was gonna die. And so that they managed to live, get stabilized in recovery, and now are graduating high school, and many go on to college, is not just healing, you know, a major breakthrough for the student, it is also for the parents, the grandparents, and the rest of the family.
I found out that I wasn't just a teacher. I found out that I was a leader, and I found out that I was a motivator, and I was a peer, and I was a colleague, and I was so many more things. And here at MTS, that's what, or at MTCS, what we have the ability to do. We have the ability to be those peers. We have the ability to be mentors, to be leaders, to be teachers.
I just love working at Pease, and I love being part of Minnesota Transitions Charter School because I always feel supported, both to grow personally and professionally. So it's a great place to be.